upper hand today. What's the longest game we have had today? I think game number 1.
Yeah, so far it is. Yeah.
How many minutes was that?
22 minutes.
22 minutes.
8 seconds.
Okay. This should be closer to that, right? Compared to the last 4 games that we have had. Where every single one of them was less than 18 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. That's been the trend in recent times. Now, looking at the last rotation of bans here, KT.RY is targeting away, banning away all those marksmen in the severe and the Varus, but the Corki is still available if ever G2 Blacklist wants to play a double marksman composition.
Ooh, interesting. A hover on Sona. I actually thought that they would lock in something like an Ornn here for KT.RY, but looks like KT doesn't want G2 Blacklist to get this one, and the immediate answer is, of course, going to be the Senna, similar to how we kind of saw this one coming a while ago in the previous game when we saw a ban on the Senna as the Sun as well was hovered, and Yoni to top that all off is massive here for G2 Blacklist.
This is KD's comfort zone, right? Being able to carry as a Yone. And as we did predict, if you still want to go for a double marksman composition, a Corki is still available in the mix. Luna versus Aaron really dictated the tempo of that best of 7 classic that we've seen from a couple of weeks back, right? Luna, of course, had the upper hand numerous times, but in game number 1, Aaron was able to at least outlane and outperform Luna in a very dominating fashion. G2 Blacklist will try to bang on that game 1 magic and try to upend and try to escape this day with a 1-2 record.
Interesting. I wonder what's going to be the strategy here along the way of G2 Blacklist. It has been a long time since we have seen the Senna composition. With the recent patch, it does work out a little bit better, simply because of tanks now being able to at least invest more of their tank items to scale up better towards the late game. The integration of the Heartsteel as well can be a little bit useful on extended games as well. So maybe that's going to be the plan here of G2 Blacklist. Let's see if KT can dismiss all of the plans in this last game.
Yeah, mainly the reason why Senna compositions was removed out of the meta was because of the prevalence of all those engage supports like the Gragas. You have the Nautilus that can easily lock down a very squishy champion in the first few minutes of the game. But because G2 Blacklist saw a Sona, and you know what happens whenever a Sona gets picked up, right? There is no reliable engage, at least during the laning phase, which means that G2 Blacklist will be A-okay, will be very safe. For G2 Blacklist, it's all about making sure that the early game jungle invades that really has crippled KD in the past will not happen. And at least in game number 1, looks like in this game, there's no game number 2 by the way. At least in this game, right, there's going to be no invades, and at least this will be a peaceful run for KD, at least in the first few minutes.
Yeah, very different from the game a while ago against Keepus Gaming, right? Where his Raptors was taken away by the taunt. This time, we see Doe actually just starting standard in top side, going towards bot side, potentially to gank the bottom laners of G2 Blacklist. Aaron, though, and Luna are a little bit low in HP. They will
kind of expected, though, right? Like, it's always a duel between these two in the mid lane. But yeah, that early game jungle, the main reason why I emphasize, I thought Air Zero, that route did not connect.
Yeah, almost connected to 0. If that connected, that would have been first blood for sure.
That's a first blood in the mid lane.
What? Awesome though, in the bottom lane, Acrobat still gonna be with Arcane Shift. One more and they will get the kill. And yeah, mid lane, bottom lane, G2 Blacklist gets 2 kills in total.
Similar to game number 1 of that best of 7 classic that I was telling you a while back, Aaron was able to outperform Luna in the mid lane, and again, what did that just happen? Oh, okay, all right. So that's a very surprising amount of burst coming in from a very early game. I was wondering where that came from, right? Definitely not press the attack, right? Because we don't have that in the game. I think he went for the Conqueror. Let's look later, but there's an engaged by Rattel.
Yeah, KT is gonna be here as well. Rattel popping out the Dominus just to be safe. Yeah, that is already a big amount of pressure in the bottom lane of KT.
Yeah, still waiting. Still waiting for the at least the champions to be highlighted on towards the mid lane, just so we can see, or we can sneak peek into the runes used by Aaron to surprise the core keep. But I think we have to wait for a bit. Maybe the Kraken Slayer was the thing, right? Because Golden Kite in the bottom lane also had a surprising amount of bursts coming in from the Kraken Slayer.
I mean, 45% damage, I think. Bonus damage from your bonus AD. Added on to
surprising
your
burst, right?
Especially on scaling champions like Zeri, especially Senna. Very helpful.
Okay, so earlier G2 Blacklist tried this same strategy, going for a sneaky lane gank from KT. But similar to what happened earlier, it's not going to be successful this time out. Okay, Aaron had Conqueror. Okay, so Aaron had Conqueror and still was able to burst out the Corki in an instant in that trade, mano a mano in the mid lane. Very surprising to say the least, but
yeah.
Again, it's just about Aaron knowing the backs of this champion. He knows when to really flash in and go for that execute.
And then he did it towards Luna a while ago, just maximizing his DPS and the surprise factor as well on his passive auto attack. This time though, both junglers are going to be going here into the bottom lane.
Oh, he missed!
Base seal by KT, missing again. This is not really the best start of the team fight for G2 Blacklist, as we do see Doe lingering into the bottom lane. Luna as well gonna be here, spotted out by Aaron. So the laser to slow him down, and everyone walks away.
Did you see that interaction? I feel that the disco ball or the dancing finale by the Sona interrupted the Fate Seal. Not sure if that really happened. I'll try to look at it after this game and see how that interaction happened. Again, it's not often we see that interaction because one, it's not the same Sona in League of Legends PC. And two, it's a very fresh rework.
Very fresh one, and the interruption as well was weird.
Was cool, right?
It was weirdly cool. Yeah. Let's put it that way, because I actually thought that the Dawning Shadow would be followed up with the Fate Seal, but with the interruption, Zero was able to step a little bit backwards, and now Aaron has to do the same. Still, it's actually committing onto the 2 versus 1. Trisha Barrage gonna be dodged, but the buy though going in with his ultimate battery should allow them the kill. Almost though a 1-for-1. Acrobat remains alive,
but that buys a lot of time for G2 Blacklist to complete their task. On towards the Rift Herald, they will still be in the position to try and contest this Dragon, but they have to be careful because Luna still has the package. No, it's going to be a 1-for-1, and that's just Aaron being Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, it's just early game. Zeri, the Casper draw is going to be forcing the Bash actually holds on it for at least a while. Finally use it as well. KT getting the scaling objective. G2 Blacklist, maybe looking to unlock this mid-tier one.
Yeah, it's all about trying to get that early game advantage to slow down the opponent. Zero now has access to the new and improved Crescendo. I'm still confused because, alright, so the main reason why we're confused is because when we check in the game, it's called Dancing Finale, but in patches posted in the website, it's still called Crescendo. So what do we follow? Do we follow what's in the game, or do we follow whatever?
Your heart.
Follow our heart. Okay, alright, sure.
I kind of miss Crescendo. It's easier to say. It's easier.
Yeah, that's the reason why I call it Disco Ball.
Disco Ball. It's actually much better.
I know. It's it also is with, I would say, within the for all the TFT players out there, right? That remix Rumble Disco is also one of the trade, and it's pretty much I know it's pretty much one of the reasons why I cannot think of any other better term. But again, it's just Sona in a nutshell. Maybe we can ask our viewers, how do they want to call this a new Ultimate by Zero? Do they want to call it? Yeah, do they want to call it Crescendo? Do they want to call it Disco Ball? Let us know.
Do you want to call it anything else that you would possibly imagine? Let us know, and we will be, of course, entertained, of course, with your suggestions. And KT, look at the scale up here in this game, of course, with their massive damage. Double ADC can be very useful in the late game, especially through objectives later on. We have seen 5-second Baron takings a while ago. That's
another engage.
But
very good.
Man, without the Dawning Shadow needed, as Leone deals enough damage.
And Zero got pushed away. That was the
perfect.
I would say that was the perfect explosive cast to separate the support from the target. Another engage, Ime.
A little bit separated from KT, but still is stacking so much to stay alive. What was that? And Daw and Whittle had to walk away. And look at the HP of Ime. How is that possible, man? 8 rock stings?
8 rock stings to stay. Yeah, sure. And now here comes Draw.
He wants more. They want to take this tower. And KT, Rattel, Daw has nothing to do but just watch as this tower falls down simultaneously as the tower falls down in the bottom lane as well.
Advantage to the side of G2 Blacklist, answered by KT.RY.
And they're looking for an engage in the mid lane. Daw's gonna be here, but Aaron onto the backside, flanking Seri! It's just insane! No way this is gonna be possible. No way this is gonna work, but it is actually working this time. That's still gonna be fine here on the backside. Golden Kite is still alive. KT marching forward to KT.RY. You're just basically flexing at them right now.
And Luna surviving with 1 HP. You said it best, Steve. Flanking Zeri. That's what happens in the wildest of Wild Rifts. And now in the mid lane, G2 Blacklist goes for another engage.
It's a cast. Rattel is burning, and KT wants to stab him, so he gets the kill.
TikTok moments from G2 Blacklist, and KT.RY is on the receiving end of punishments left and right. It started with engage by Draw, and look at the live. They're not yet done!
The fate seal! Oh man, TikToks here and there for G2 Blacklist. Ime though is gonna be in a bad spot. Is still alive! How is this possible? Man, he's defying so many.
That defiance. That's dance. But he doesn't have the item as of yet. I don't think so. Cause last time I checked, he had a black cleaver, and that's it. But KD and company is really having a better showing overall, right? In this last game of this day 1 classic, KT.RY is not in the position to stop G2B's advances anytime soon. You look at KT, he's already 3-0-2, and this is where G2B is at their best, right? When KT is on a carry champion and is this accelerating, he can really do wonders for the squad.
Rattel just saying hi to KD. I don't think he has any way to steal this objective out. Loon as well, just throwing in them guns. It's just gonna be met with some chop action from KD topside. Disco Ball not really helping out for KT.RY. Zero is the last one standing, only to dance away as everyone chases him down. Ime as well just knocks him off.
Back!
And yeah.
G2 Blacklist in close to 11 minutes is really just separating themselves from the Korean team, and looks like AD is not yet done. Really wants to get another execution, and another execution will really happen for G2 Blacklist's jungler.
Yeah, and this is why we can never discount G2 Blacklist, even if they've lost 2 times today against Edward Gaming and Cheapest Gaming. They're still a very strong team, and they're proving it during their match right now against KT.RY. Tower though going to be taken here by Rattel as Ime is being chased out. But again, he has really given, the Grim Reaper a bit of a run for his money so far. So Rattel is gonna get caught this time around, trying to do the same thing, surviving. But I don't think it's gonna be very possible this time around. Dawning Shadow did connect, as well as a knock-off. Disco Ball gonna be used. Aaron goes in with a flash as it pops in the laser, and everything just gonna be thrown out. It's gonna get knocked out, but not really too much for KT.RY. The trades are just much better for G2 Blacklist. Aaron, KD rather, looking for Acrobat, chasing down for Miles.
Wait, they're not really going to let go! Acrobat goes back to the circus, and G2 Blacklist secures an ace, 11 minutes and 50, and they can still go for the Baron if they ever want so. 16 kills to 2 kills, this is another one-sided affair, Kyung.
Yeah, this is basically just G2 Blacklist finally getting their revenge from the last series they've had since KT.
Oh man, this is pretty much so different from what we've seen in that Best of 7 Classic. As we look at Rattel, really desperately trying to run away, but you look at the flanking Zeri Aaron getting that last damage in the end, right? Like I thought for a second that Acrobat had enough mobility to separate himself from the crowd, but G2 Blacklist is on a mission and they just wanted to secure another kill for themselves.
Can they get more is the question. Looks like it is so. Solid battery is going to be used by Doll just to be able to escape using the flash as well. KT chasing down Luna, giving him a hard time. Stace is going to be surprised sometimes. Ime still alive. KT looking for the exhaust. Actually going to be coming through just to slow him down. Backside, Golden Kite might actually fall down, but it's being denied onto the fight. He still stays alive. And G2 Blacklist not done with the fight. Draw going in with the body slam into the slow.
Okay.
They're kind of messing with fire this time. I think they just have to walk away.
Yeah, they're under vision. This is playing with another layer of fire. You're right, G2 Blacklist, they're not going to stop anytime soon. They're going for the trades.
Yeah, they like playing with fire, and they're basically doing this right now against KT.RY. Looks like the fire's not gonna burn them this time. They put out the fire instead, and Rattel 77 HP, man, that's sad.
Oh, that's extreme frustration on his part. Luna was saved by the miscalculation by Draw. He tried to predict for the Valkyrie from Luna, but doesn't matter because at the end of the day, even if Aaron goes down, the Baron has been secured, but will he go down is the question.
Meteor?
Bam!
It's the
Smite!
That gets him, of all things, and the Corki still falls down. 1 for 1. G2B can just pretty much end this right now.
It's 21 kills to 3 kills, an 18 kill disparity between the two APAC teams. And G2 Blacklist is in a perfect position to really just cement this day with a 1-win, 2-loss record. Like, you look at the state of the game right now, KD being fired as the APAC MVP for WRL 2 is still showing why he needs to be respected on the champion. And even on patch 5.0, he is just as effective.
Carry champions are what KD loves using. And he is definitely performing so well with a carry champion here in this game. 7 sitting into 3. Donic shadowing to the top lane as, well, Rattel still gonna be fine. Ime will not chase him out anymore.
Yeah.
Another dragon to G2B's name.
That will be the second dragon, just adds up more scaling stats for themselves. And it's all about going for the push. They still have some Baron empowered minions to work with. Oh no.
Okay, finally. So it's not immortal.
Yeah, never is.
Yeah.
Looks like the Daw is going for a flank here. You look at where the Vi is positioned. He's cutting the wave. Interestingly.
Doing a really good job doing so as well. Prevented the mid inhibitor from being taken down.
Oh, so that's his plan. Right, like. I thought for a second that he was flanking to try to go for an engage on towards the marksman, a very squishy champion, but no, his target is the minions. He's trying to attack the Baron empowered push indirectly. Now that the Baron has been burnt here by KT.RY, the next objective will be the Elder Dragon. If we ever reach that point, this lead by G2 Blacklist will definitely help them.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 minutes away, still possible, if ever. But kinda unlikely at this point. G2B is just messing with them. KD able to flash away. Crucial Barrage will not connect onto him as well. As G2B is actually just walking away. I thought they would engage.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just bold at this point, especially with the lead that they have.
Ime, okay, so I thought for a second that he will try to face check that bush, and had it happen, it could have been the second death by him. But G2 Blacklist will just recall away and spend those unspent gold and set up the vision possibly ahead of this potential Elder or Baron takedown, which will spawn in a couple of seconds. They can even force a team fight, right? Like, especially knowing KD. Here comes KD, no engage whatsoever, just some pokes.
Yeah, the Crucial Barrage actually starting to land a bit more of that damage towards G2 Blacklist members means that Acrobat is starting to reach towards the effective late game position that oftentimes we see an Ezreal shine. They still need to be very careful. Be looking for engages, not hesitating at all. When they find an enemy, they strike without any hesitation.
I remember back in the day, it used to be RRQ being the best in utilizing all those shroud plays that centers around this Senna, right? Like, you know, being undetected, goes for the sneaky plays, goes for picks, and now is being awarded for another Baron for G2 Blacklist. KT.RY trying to respond and trying to make it interesting by going for a push here in the bottom lane, but still, the net positive of that trade heads over to the Filipino squad. G2 Blacklist in 17 minutes and 40 is actually in the prime position to end this with that Baron takedown.
They're looking. Mid lane is going to be the take here of G2 Blacklist. KT.RY has to find an opening here.
Zero.
But Ame found his own, and the backline is going to be breached. Zona taken down. Package is going to be used a little bit late, but Cast is going to be used effectively to isolate the members of KT.RY. Ratel is not really minding the rest of G2B. Engages onto KT, will be able to take him down. G2B 4 versus 3 can still win this fight, but Ratel is just cutting the waves once again.
Yeah, KT.RY and cutting the waves. Seems like the theme of the day. Wait. Oh, he's so sneaky. But gets cancelled.
Oh, spotted out and should just be taken out here by Ime and squad.
Yeah, but still, that's a lot of time. Bought here by Ratel. That's another Baron that was wasted by KT.RY. If this continues, G2 Blacklist might just regret it, right? Because it's another Baron with really no big prize on top of it. Only just a few gold. And if you're G2 Blacklist, that won't do, right? Like, yeah, you have to clean up your play, especially against the best of the best teams. Now, they will be focusing down this Elder Dragon, and let's see if there will be any contest whatsoever.
Simultaneous I just have to say, it looks so good, and you only see that on pros. Not on RGs, never in RGs. And Elder Dragon is going to be taken by G2 Blacklist.
I don't understand.
The last piece of the puzzle here.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Like, right, like at that point, KT.RY could have been more desperate in trying to challenge the Elder Dragon. Because now with the Elder Dragon, this is a longer buff that will join the members of G2 Blacklist. And if any team fight ensues, all those true damage executes as well coming in from G2 Blacklist should be enough to finish this game. But let's see, maybe KT.RY will find a miraculous team fight.
Yeah, that's the one that they're waiting for. They don't have the Baron on G2 Blacklist, so pushing will be a little bit more challenging than usual. The catch here, so the battle is going to be denied with just a Soul Unbound. Wow.
That happens? I don't understand what's happening with all the interactions that we have right now. Pretty much, that should still be a follow-through, right? Oh, draw.
Goes into the blast, into the cast, unable to isolate the Vector as can drive through. This time he falls down as everyone from KT immediately answers him back. And again, without the Baron, it's going to be very difficult for G2 Blacklist to push this tower down.
Wait, this is taking longer than it should be. Wait, another engage, possibly. Ime.
They commit onto Zero, finally takes him down. Dancing Finaldo is going to be used, still stalling a little bit. More time for KT.RY, so Fel's going to be able to pick up the Zeri. Well, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, 2 better actually, much better for KT.
If you're Coach TG, you shouldn't be happy that this is happening, right? With the lead G2 Blacklist was able to get in this game. This is a lot closer than it should be. Now, KT.RY is trying to threaten this Baron. I don't think this is a good idea, especially against the composition of G2B.
But if they get this, this is not going to be a good sign for G2 Blacklist. I mean, comeback is happening, it is starting. Natel popping the Dominus. Gonna get hit by the snare of Golden Kite. Still it's gonna be fine. KD being here, at least with his presence, I don't think KT.RY is gonna push through anymore with the Baron.
And again, zero award, zero reward. Kiang, that Elder Dragon was for nothing.
For nothing. They even lost one fight.
They even lost a tower in the mid lane. Are we going to see a game in where G2 Blacklist will lose with like 2 Barons, 1 Elder Dragon up in the game. That's unheard of, but if ever that happens, that just signals one thing, and that's KT.RY refusing to go down without a fight.
Yeah, they were ahead by 10,000 gold practically a while ago.
Yeah, and now it's 2K.
That's 3K.
Man.
And pretty much redundant against a double ADC comp.
Ooh. Yeah, surely it will be a test of another team fight late game that will most likely happen with KT.RY trying to at least scout the area. They don't have vision.
Fate Seal finally collecting on the 2 as they take the Sona down. Acrobat still treating from the backside though, stalling with the stasis. Draw is gonna buy enough time for the re-engage of G2 Blacklist. Toss gonna be here though, freaking out. Pursuit for Dodge connecting onto nobody. KD looking for an opportunity. Luna's gonna be there for the follow-up though. And
KD's dead.
Very careful, popping out the GA. Imei's gonna be the one tanking the damage this time around, but they couldn't really tank the damage. Imei's gonna be the bad spot this time around. It's Acrobat looking, Aaron flanking. Again, the flanking Zeri doing wonders a while ago. This time, can he actually get the 3 versus 1? Still trying to kite away. The exhaust is coming through onto the Ezreal. And again, the punish this time by KT is gonna be better against G2.
All the smiles has faded away. KT.RY is doing just enough to crawl back into this game. And at 23 minutes, all those goal lead are out of the picture. This is a 4v5, and it started so well for G2 Blacklist. They got 0. Every single time we see all those team fights, 0 is being targeted, meaning it's a 4v5 at best. But KT.RY is still doing the best that they could do to really control the team fight, and now they're starting Baron.
And Droswell gonna be taken down, and a pin down as well towards KT. Suddenly, after 24 minutes, can Imei still get the steal? Will he do so? The answer is no, and KT gets the ace and the Baron after 24 minutes. You see KT.RY ahead in gold.
Well, let's just say it's the GG push right here, right now by KT.RY. And good night, friends. It's been a good show, but KT.RY was able to crawl back
and just deny this supposedly sure win by G2 Blacklist. We kinda don't know what happened, but yeah, that is disgusting for sure. KT punishing G2 Blacklist this time and will be the team that gets the 1 win.
Okay, so I don't know what to say.